welcome, Rick. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, I'm happy to be here and have the opportunity to speak to the Grainger sales team.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is your first time joining our show, so really looking forward to this. I was thinking about it just last night and talking to my wife, and I was like, I remember when we first got Leatherhead tools into Grainger. I remember you came with my father and I to Grainger Corporate. We presented to Morris Shea, brought in some tools and everything, and as they say, the rest is kind of history. It's been a great relationship.
Yeah, it was. It's been interesting. Grainger was the first company to accept us full line nationally, and they did that with our full line of firefighter tools, and then also put our set tools in, which are our special entry tools that are specific for SWAT teams and law enforcement. And I'm happy to say that Grainger is our largest customer.
Oh, that's very good to hear. Okay, getting into who Leatherhead Tools is. Tell us, when did Leatherhead Tools start making your products? And you guys got a really unique story too, as far as how you came about making your tools the way that you make your tools. So please tell all our listeners about that.
Again, we were looking for areas to expand our business. My partners are entrepreneurial in nature, and we're selling a lot of fiberglass to the firefighter tool makers industry. So we started thinking, well, let's see what it would be like, what combination of products we might need in order to start a firefighter tool business, a rescue tool business. So we got with the local firefighters and had a big pizza and beer night at the plant, and put together a few different types of ideas and asked a couple of questions. One, was there room for another manufacturer? Did they see a need? And the resounding answer was, yeah, they did, because one is delivery times were very extended, and that there wasn't much innovation. So one of the things that we came up with as we talked to these guys was one of the tools that we have are high vis tools, and we have a saying that said they're easy to use, but they're hard to lose. And so we have a high vis in lime and orange in our pike poles. That was one of the recommendations. And then the other thing is we put some tape on it, so that the reflective tape can be easily found in the dark when you shine a flashlight on it. So little things like that. We also put together a halogen bar, and we had the forging equipment in order to make these tools. So it worked out really great. Then the other thing we needed was a name. So we started thinking about names, and we researched the name, and Leatherhead, which means which is the hat that firefighters would wear before they had the plastic hats or that they wear today. And so we came up with the name Leatherhead, and interestingly enough, nobody had that name. And so we took that name, we put together some prototype samples, and we entered our first FDIC show, which incidentally is coming up next week. And we went to the show, and the firefighters would come in. There's about 7,500 attend that show.
Yeah.
And they would say, yeah, Leatherhead, we use your products. Of course, we never even shipped one product at that time. But then from that point forward, we knew that we had an idea that could really work.
Yeah, that it's such an awesome story. I remember the first time I heard how you came up with the name and how you guys worked with the local fire department there in Rockford, Illinois.